hesitating.
I'll tell you what, this is a completely different feel from those Harleys. The controls on this bike are so easy. And it's so easy to like hold when you're sitting still. It's just an easy bike. But holy crap, is it slow. I could do with a little bit more pep. Everything on this bike's so light though. The clutch, the brake on this bike kind of sucks, if I'm being honest. Holy crap, that's a lot of water bottles. That's the problem with this bike right there. It's how long that just took to hit 80. And then once you're at 80, you're not really going anywhere from there. Like I did 94 earlier, but like it took forever to get there. And now I'll have to ride this 30 miles and then 92 miles to where it's going. So I've got quite the riding ahead of me. So, also I want to talk a little bit about Harley is smoking crack, because I thought I was overpricing. Like I figured I was right where they were at on price on that lowrider ST when I was talking about it. I was nowhere close. There was nothing on that bike. It had an engine and wheels and a fairing and cruise control. Nothing else. Nothing. It was a 117, which, cool, that was a sweet motor. But do you know what they're asking for those? I looked it up and I was like, what? They want $22,000 for that lowrider ST. $22,000. What? I was contemplating that bike until this is the thing that drives me nuts with Harley. How are you going to ask? I paid. This thing has every bit of what that has except for a fairing, cruise control. Everything else was on this bike. Maybe not the same power, but an engine's an engine, and it just uses a little bit more material. So there's no way that bike costs another $16,000 to build over this, or even $10,000. I'd be surprised if it was even $5,000 more. That was, oh my gosh. I like that bike, but man, I don't think I could bring myself to spend $22,000 on it. Yeah, this bike's just got nothing for power. Once you get on a big bike and back onto this, it just feels pathetic. Once you like forget what a real bike feels like and ride this around for a while, it's fun, it's fine. But I could see myself upgrading at some point, especially if these rentals keep coming in. And I'll probably just keep this for a rental. My gosh, that lowrider. Woo! I thought the Sportster and Nightster were bad. Dang, man. I was like, oh, this bike's super basic. It's got a good engine and cruise control. Cool. Doesn't have all the frills that raise the price on the... Oh, no, still the same price. Harley, you make no sense. I mean, maybe I'll get a Sportster or a Nightster, but that lowrider is just a little salty, even though I really want it. But yeah, I think so. As far as favorite to the least favorite, I don't know if I should really. Maybe I should just rate them, because none of them were bad. They were all good, but they all had their own. Some of them had some pretty bad cons. Some had some pros. Sports, we'll start off. I think my favorite, if I didn't have to pay for it, was the Lowrider ST. So we're gonna factor money into this, based it off of that. Favorite, or number one pick of the day anyways, Sportster S. Still too much money, but it's not horrible. I mean, it is horrible, but what? Not as bad as some of the others. Good. It's fun to ride. You are leaned over more. Even on the Nightster you are. It's more, this bike you're pretty upright. So the rider triangle is a bit different. But the Sportster S has a great engine. I loved the 1250. And plenty of air, obviously, because it's a cruiser. So, like it's fast. It is easily as fast as that Ducati I rode. And if you aren't prepared for it, it'll scare you, because it'll throw you back. So I really like the Sportster. The con on the Sportster S, really stiff ride, really stiff. But both that and the Nightster are nice and light. It is coming at around 15,000. So I like that bike. I like the gauge. I like everything on it. I wish they had kept the Harley turn signals. That's the only other con. Second place, Nightster. Awesome bike. I loved the Nightster. The engine is a lot of fun. It doesn't have the like pound the pavement feel of the Sportster's 1250, and if you get on one, you'll know what I mean. If you clutch in, rev it up, there's a big difference. But it's still fast. It'll throw you back too. I think it's a little bit more comfortable than the Sportster. The ride's definitely more comfortable, way more comfortable ride than the Sportster. So I really liked that bike too. And it's pretty comparable. I wish it had the gauges that's on the Sportster, but it's not the end of the world. Third place. This is a tough one. I'm gonna say the Lowrider ST because that was my favorite ride, and I almost put it in last because dang, that price tag. Wow, it's wrong. It's straight up wrong. Like, no. This is why Harley doesn't sell bikes. Man. Like, so that bike, that seat was super comfy. I loved the bars, the grips, perfect. The controls, perfect. Cruise control, awesome. Sweet minimalistic gauges. Terrific airflow. Not too much, not too little. But $22,000? What? I don't understand. And that leaves us with fourth place. The Pan America. A sweet ride. Lots of tech. It's got some weird like air suspension or something. It's at least like, I don't know how it works, but it goes up and down because I turned it on and it went down. Really fast for an ADV bike. Just a really fun ride, but still, price. That's something that Harley has no concept of. No concept. I paid $67.49 for this, which I still consider to be too much. I could buy 2 of these and then some for the price of the Sportster S. I could buy like 4 of these for the price of the Lowrider ST. Oh my gosh. And it's not like those bikes are that much nicer. I mean, the Rebel 1100, 10 grand. 10 grand. I just don't understand. But then, so yeah, the price is bad on the Pan America too. But I have another con on the Pan America. It was just dumping heat on me at the stoplights. And if I was on that winter ride I was on not that long ago in, what was it, April, at Indian, might not have minded the heat. But today, it's 90 degrees, I'm in sweatpants and a sweatshirt so that I can hold my recorder in my pocket. And I was struggling on that bike. You can tell I just wasn't in a good mood. It was really the seat was really comfortable. I was also really irritated because we were going 35 miles an hour. But So maybe that put a damper on the bike, because honestly I think it's a great bike. It felt heavier. Really my only gripe about it is the heat and the price, which that's with most Harleys is price. But I think a lot of people will really like that Nightster and the Sports. The Sportster's a lot to handle, but one thing I noticed is because they don't make that crazy power or all that power down low like the old style motors, is when I was on the lowrider, I got it in neutral at one point on accident and kicked it into first, and when I let on that clutch, it bucked like a horse. And so that's something that the other bikes didn't do. They weren't too they will throw you back, but you really got to mean to do it. Or you can ride a Rebel 500 like I am, and it just doesn't do anything. It just drives down the road. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that. But anyways, I had a great time, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I'm really glad I was able to record it for you and everything worked out. Hopefully the footage isn't messed up. I was glad I got to record everything. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to end the video here. Peace out.